Hello, Kashvi. Hi, Jan.
Hi Pranjal.
Just confirm one thing that am I audible clearly?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Pranav. Are all three of you clear on the topic provided, or should I explain?
Yes, we are clear.
Okay. You have the liberty to choose your sides if you want to go for or against. One thing that, like, it should be 2:1. We'll just wait for 2, 3 minutes more if someone else joins in so that we can have like an equalized team both the ways. What I am willing to have in this meeting is that all of you will be giving a 2 minute speech, either ways, if you're speaking for or against the motion. And then you can cross question each other. One question, every participant. Like one question can be asked to each and every speaker. I'll not be questioning, you yourself will be, so that would also be marked in your rubrics. Yes, Pranad?
Chair, I'll be spectating. If another participant joins, then I would be participating. So it would be 2v2 debate.
Okay,
Yep.
whatever you want to go. We'll just wait for like 1 or 2 minutes, or else we'll start. Till then, Jayant and Kashmi, you can choose your sides if you're gonna go for or against, and it's first come first basis. So whoever wants to go, whichever.
I am in against the motion, basically in the side of farewell should be held after the board.
Okay, then Jayant will go for the motion that farewells should be held pre-boards. Both of you are clear on the format for today, right?
Yes,
Hi, Bhavanya, if I'm pronouncing your name right.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. Hello.
Are you clear on the motion for the day?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Are you clear on the motion for the day?
No, I just want to know that it is a declamation kind of thing or a proper debate. Like, what is the topic for and against?
Okay, so when we talk about for the motion, it is about that the school farewell should take place before the boards, like before the final exams of 12th. And the against the motion means that it should happen after the boards, once the final exams are all done. That is the topic for the day.
Okay, got it. And are we
Yes.
getting time to prepare?
Yes, you'll get time to prepare. Kashvi is against the motion. Jayant is for the motion. You can choose whatever you want to go with.
I want against the motion.
Against the motion. Okay.
Yes.
You'll get time to prepare. That's all fine. And since we have another one, Pranad, you'll be participating, right?
Yeah.
So you'll have to go for the motion.
By the way, what's my stand here?
Chair, would that
Jayant,
be okay if I go against the motion?
okay, I'll consider it that way. That's not a problem. Jayant, your stance is for the motion that the farewell should take place before the board exams.
Okay.
Yes. So your preparation times is still 8:10, and whoever goes first gets 2 points extra.
Can I go
So
first?
basically, it is a 1v3, right?
Yes, though I'll be marking all four of you individually. There is no such team points or something. Even if you want to question another person from the same side of your motion, it's fine. If you want to go first, Kashvi, you can go first. That's not a problem.
But
Okay, thank
for the
you.
motion goes first, and I am for the motion, if I'm not wrong.
I asked at moment itself if someone wants to voluntarily go first and get the 2 points extra. That was the thing for it. That's why I didn't go for and against.
Chair, could you please like just repeat the format?
You'll be giving 2 minutes of opening speeches and then questioning each other. One question for every speaker. The question that you ask and the answer that you give to the question provided to you, both of the things will be marked. Am I clear?
Yes.
Who wants to go second? Jayant, if you want to, I can have you second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chair, I'll go last.
You'll go last. Then Bhavanya, you'll go third. That's fine, right?
Yes, absolutely fine.
Okay. We'll start sharp at 8:10. Whoever has came in with the name of Samson SM A266B, please change your name to your original name.
After the opening speeches, would we be having questionnaire rounds?
Yes, that is the whole format. The opening speech of 2 minutes, and then the opponents can question you on it. Question and the answer, both of them will be now. And since we have 3v1, the same foreground can also question each other. Like Pranad is also against and Kashvi is also against, but they can question each other. That is fine. Okay, so it's 8:10. Kashvi, can we start with you?
Yes. It is rightly said by a nostalgia-struck being. We do not remember days, we remember moments. A very good evening to all of you. Today, I, Kashvi Kalra, stands in favor of the motion that farewell should be planned after boards. School farewells mark the end of the school life of a student and beginning of a new journey. They help in recollection of memories, but a major problem which arises in the organization of farewell, that is, new schools organize them before boards, which leads to arousal of academic stress. Many students leave for preparation due after as soon as they are giving boards for the competitive exams. Many parents also do not permit students to celebrate their final moments, which also leads to becoming of a barrier of saying last goodbyes to your friend group. And also the organization of farewell with after sports reduces the stress related to results, which leads to students to party hard. Thus, it is right to say that farewell should be held after the boards for the sake of recollection of memories and, most importantly, to give a moment to end the school life with tears of joy and nostalgia. Thank you.
Okay, I have noted your speech. Questions against Kashvi, you can raise your hands. And please switch on your videos whenever you speak.
Please what?
Switch on your videos whenever you speak. Questions for Kashvi? No question?
Just a moment, please.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to your statement, you mentioned about academic stress. But wouldn't a heartfelt farewell before boards actually relieve stress and motivate students rather than increase it?
Well, that's a great question, Jen. Well, I believe that students who go for celebration before boards, many students actually are struck from the academic stress that they have not prepared well. They have to prepare. Many students actually do their preparation at the last moment. So there is a chance that could, lead to suffrage of academics, and then it leads to academic stress. I hope you got the answer.
Okay. I have noted.
Can we add to the answer as opposition? Or no? No? Okay.
I'm asking all three of you individually. We'll go for Jayant now.
Okay. So, Honorable Chair, respected judges, and my worthy opponents, who are three against one, today I stand firmly for the motion that school farewell should be held before board exams. And I stand not just with logic, but with heart, with memory, and with every student who has ever wanted to say goodbye before being swallowed by a storm of boards. Let me ask you, what is farewell? Is it a formality, a photo shoot, a core to stick off the list? No, it's a celebration of identity, of family, of bonds that were forged in the fire of adolescence and learning. It is not just about closing a chapter, it's about finding the strength to turn the page. And when it's the strength needed the most, before the boards. We say goodbye to people after a funeral, but school is not a funeral. It's a living, breathing part of who we are. Saying farewell before we go into the battlefield of exams, that's our fuel. That's our motivation. That's our closure. Imagine this: a student walks into their exam hall not stressed, not drained, but empowered. They have hugged their friends, thanked their teachers, and danced away their fear. And they know I'm not alone. I belong to something. That is what a farewell before boards gives you: powerful parting energy. Let's also talk reality, not fantasy. After boards, half the batch disappears for coaching classes. Some fly abroad, others ghost the group chat. You think everyone's going to come back dressed up, emotionally available, and ready to cry together in June? Think again. And let's not pretend that a 3 hour farewell derails your academic future. If a student's board performance hinges on 1 day celebration, we have bigger problems. Time management is what school taught us. Let's apply it now. My my opponent may argue that students are stressed before boards. Exactly. That's why they need a moment of joy, one last dance in the hallway of memories. Mental health isn't a luxury, it's a priority. In conclusion, a farewell before boards is not a distraction. It's the bridge between childhood and responsibility. Let us not deny students their final moment while they are still students. Because after the boards, the school is no longer yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jayan. You did exceed the time though. That's fine. Uh, yes, Anya, you can go forward. That's fine. I mark you accordingly. Question
Sure,
for
your voice is like cracking a lot.
And it is a really low from my end
Yeah, yeah,
too.
yes. Yeah. Mine too.
is it better? Is it any way better now? Please confirm. Well,
May I go in favor of the motion?
yes, that's all fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Can I have just 2 minutes more?
Right now, question and answer is round.
Yes,
Question and
she
answer.
was discussing because she wanted to change her side. That's the thing.
Share again, your voice was cracking.
Just confirm it to me once. Is it better now?
Kind of.
Okay. Yes, it is the question answer round. She was asking because she has changed the side. That's the reason. You can question whoever wants to. Questions against Jayan?
We can ask Jayant, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I have one.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. My question is like what? Somewhat the point which Jayant mentioned, then my real question would arrive, right? So it is not that big of a question, but yes, I just wanted to tell you that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sir, you said farewell helps students relax before boards, but are you genuinely suggesting that loud music, emotional speeches, social pressure about looks, and public performances right before the most important exams of our lives is your definition of relaxation? Because according to the WHO organization's 2021 study, 68% of students actually suffer higher anxiety after such events. So, sir, are you proposing a stress buster, or are you just sugarcoating a distraction as a therapy?
Okay. Jayant, your answer for the same?
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to start. Farewell is a passionate thing about students' life. Let's firstly, as you mentioned, the WHO's study of 68% of students experience anxiety after farewell before the board exam. Yes, that is correct. But did the study mention that cause was farewells?
After such social events, what is farewell? Farewell
It
is a
wasn't
social event, right?
farewell. Okay, it
Arre
wasn't
bhai.
farewell. Or was it? So it isn't farewell, and it's not even mentioned that is it a pressure of exams or just social gatherings? No. So let not confuse correlation with casuation.
Okay,
Now let's talk about loud music and social pressure about looks. That's essence of a farewell. Is not fashion show or a concert. It's about shared memories, closure, gratitude, and emotional connection. If we, as a school community, choose to keep the event simple, meaningful, and student friendly, it becomes a support system, not a stressor, dear Pranad. And let's be honest, in the weeks leading up to boards, students need more than just books. They need balance, they need to breathe, they need to have someone who can be on their side, who can understand their pain, understand the pressure of board exams. And done right, it offers that pose that they need, not as a distraction, but as a reminder that they are not alone. So, yes, I'm absolutely
May I
proposing a
interrupt?
stress buster. No, sorry,
okay.
stress buster, not a sugar coated distraction, but a well timed emotional anchor that reminds students you are valued, you are supported, you are ready. Thank you.
Okay.
May I
Sorry for
interrupt
yeah, you'll
here?
not be allowed to counter question. That was mentioned earlier itself. That one question will be entertained per speaker. Sorry for that. Okay. So I have marked Jayant for the speech and the answer. Now, Bhuvanya, you can.
Okay, may I start?
Yes.
Thank you. Honorable opposition and dear friends, today we stand in favor of the motion that the schools should hold the farewell before the board exams. At first, it might sound unusual, but let me explain why this timing actually benefits the students the most. Board exams are extremely stressful. Students carry the weight of expectations from parents, teachers, and themselves. Holding the farewell before exams gives students a chance to relax, bond with friends, and relieve stress. A little fun and celebration can recharge their minds and boost their confidence, like a mini vacation before the big challenge. Farewell before exams helps students create lasting memories while they are still in school mode. After exams, students often scatter to different colleges or coaching centers, making it harder to gather everyone for a farewell. Celebrating beforehand ensures everyone is present and the spirit of togetherness is alive. The farewell can act as a motivational milestone, a celebration of the journey so far, reminding students of their support system and boosting morale. It's like a team huddle before the final quarter in the game, energizing everyone for the finish line. Also, let's be honest, after exams, students are often exhausted, anxious about their results, or busy with the future plans. Holding the farewell after exams risks low attendance or a dull atmosphere. Before exams, the energy is high and the party will be vibrant and memorable. To sum up, holding the farewell before board exams helps students de stress, build camaraderie, and celebrate together while everyone is still around. It's a smart, fun, and practical choice. Before I conclude, I ask the opposition. If the farewell is held after exams, how do you ensure that all students, scattered and stressed, will come together to celebrate in the same spirit? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Chair question.
I'll
Yeah, I have a question too.
go for that.
So Bhuvanya basically said that after the board, students are anxious about the results, and also said that will the students come together to celebrate when they're exhausted? Well, I would like to point out that students believe that a burden is taken off their chest when they meet when they have done their board. So I believe that anxiousness is more before the boards. So isn't the point of the farewell to just relieve the stress and make sure the environment is like not so exhausted?
Okay, may I answer, please?
Yes.
So let me tell you, I also, as a student, and in my class too, when we have conversations before the board exams, I myself too had my board exams of class 10th. I'm in class plus one. So now let me tell you, when I had conversations with my friends, a real practical answer I would like to give. We all were like, oh my God, it's board exams now, but we would like to have fun, or we would like to chill. And their statement was like, I would like to go to picnic or a trip before the board exams and before the result. Uh, that's a fun thing, because they said that after the board exams, after the result, my parents won't allow. Like, maybe I would have bad results or something. My parents will not allow. So the thing here is that students actually like to go to relieve the stress before the board exams. After that, they feel anxious about that, like whether their parents will allow or not. And yeah, one thing I mentioned in my speech that is absolutely accurate, that after the board exams, everyone get busy with the results and everything, and they get busy with the future plans, and it's very complicated, and I would say um, not easy to gather everyone for a event like that. Not everyone feels like gathering again with everyone. They feel like, okay, done, leave it. But before exams, they have the energy to celebrate. I hope it is
I
right.
would
Okay.
like to say that you said that if the parents won't allow after the boards, right? So
Yeah.
I believe in numerous cases that
We
parents do not allow before boards, saying that it would hamper the studies, it would hamper the academics or the marks of the student.
identify our point
Chair,
that
could I
if
add
you're not.
into her?
No, you all are marked individually, as said in the starting itself. Kashvi, I had listened to your point, but it would not be noted as mentioned earlier that only three things would be noted: the speech, the question, and the answer. Cross questionings would not.
Here, your voice is breaking.
As I said earlier, only three things will be taken in care while the markings are being done: the speech, the question, and the answer. The cross questionings are not marked. I wanted to inform that. That's fine, right?
Chair, if the cross questioning would not be taken uh, consideration for the markings, so could we just cross answer, because it won't be marked and won't be said anything on.
That is fine, but do it like a bit afterwards. Like you can note down the points that you want to cross question or cross answer on. Let the main
Can
debate
can
format.
can we also question the opposition,
Yes,
as they have had their
Yeah,
own say?
me. Yes, me. Wait.
yes, you can.
Let me just finish my speech.
So
Okay,
we'll
okay.
start for Pranab now.
Pranad, right? Yes. I would be there, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll start on my self count of 3, 2, 1. Ma'am, the question is not when the farewell should stop. The real question is, should we prioritize pressure or performance? Ma'am, I firmly stand against the motion. Farewell should be after boards, because let me explain why. Not with assumptions, but with hard logic and global standards. Firstly, according to the UNESCO's Global Education Monitoring Report, academic pressure is directly linked to student performance. Distractions like large scale celebrations before exams lead to a congenitive dip, especially in students from high performing academic environments. So if anyone here thinks a farewell before boards will relax students, ma'am, they might want to read a little more before they speak. Now coming to the blunders, ma'am, let's talk about facts. The CBSE board itself, in its February 2024 circular, advised all affiliated schools to reduce extracurricular activities load before board exams to preserve student focus and reduce stress. Yet, ironically, some people here are suggesting full blown farewell celebrations with loud music, dancing, dressing up, and emotional speeches in the middle of this period. Ma'am, I'm not sure if this is a farewell or a distraction plan. And to my friends in the favor of this motion, ma'am, if you have looked into the World Health Organization's 2021 study on exam anxiety, you would know that 68% of students reported higher anxiety when exposed to emotionally overwhelming events during prep times. Farewells are not just photo sessions; they are deeply emotional, and yet some people here want to sandwich this between practicals and pre-boards. And now I'm not saying don't have a farewell, I'm saying that it let we have at a right time after exams. It becomes a celebration of success, a reward for hard work, not a trap laid in between of a battlefield. Ma'am, I'm afraid my opponents are looking at school like a movie set. You don't pause the climax for a long song sequence. So to conclude, we don't prepare for war by throwing a party the night before. We win it first and then we celebrate. Let's not confuse distraction with relaxation. Let's do justice to our efforts and memories by having the farewell when it means something after the boots. Thank you.
Okay, noted. Yes, Jayant, what do you want to say?
Can I have a question to
I'll
him?
firstly ask Bhuvanna if she wants to question. Bhuvanna, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Sorry.
Question, Pranad?
Um, you're not audible.
Do you want to question Pranad on his speech?
Yeah, I want to question. Just a second, please.
Okay.
Is it Pranath? Could you again tell what CBSE advised?
What advised? You should have
Um,
listened to my speech before. I'm sorry.
You can still mention.
Can't you repeat?
What? Okay,
Just
okay, leave it.
mention the advisory that you said.
Yeah. In February 2024, CBSE circular advised all affiliated schools to reduce extracurricular load before exams,
okay.
before board exams, to preserve student focus and reduce stress.
And you also quoted WHO's study on exam and emotional thing before exam, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Bhuvanna, are you ready with your question?
Yeah, I'm ready. So the question is, if students have already mentally moved on to college or other plans after the boards, do you think a farewell at that time will really feel meaningful, or will it just be a formality?
No, it would definitely be meaningful because college exams, there is a gap of what, 2 to 3 months when results come, and then you decide whether you want to go to that specific college or something like that. You have 2 to 3 months. You could like hang up with what yes, hang up with your friends, go to like the farewell, the school which would host, right?
Okay.
But these teachers are busy in preparing the results
No
after
cross.
the boards. Do you? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
You can cross that
I'm
Not
bridge.
all
having my
teachers in
question
the
to him.
school, not all teachers in the school would like
And by
checkboard
the way, you
teachers.
haven't given any board exam till yet, so the answer
What the
2 to 3 month
Okay,
won't
calm
What
down.
happen.
does
Okay, okay,
Bro,
okay,
students are
okay. Back
preparing for
back to the
IIT
real
and
topic,
NEETs because
Jen.
in India,
Calm
students
down.
are
You
having
can you
very
can
much
fight
stress.
over it again. I'll host another call. Wait. Okay. So I have marked all four of you. It's again
Wait,
let
my question is left to Pranad.
you can what
I'm
question?
having a question to Mr. Pranad.
You can
Can we
that.
listen to
Yeah.
can we listen to Jayant's question, what he asked right now, after the recording is stopped?
Yeah,
I curiously want to
that is
listen.
what I wanted to mention, that I'll be marking only one question per speaker. That's the reason I'm stopping you at. Okay.
Okay.
Each
So
people you said. So I'm another people. Then
the speaker, like if Pranad is speaking, he'll be answering one question. Get it? Okay. So my scoreboard is very neck to neck this time because all of you were very competitive and everything. You have scored different things in different aspects. Some of you were very good at your speeches, some of you were very good at your questions, and some of you at your answers.
Share, your voice is not clearly audible.
Is it same for all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, wait, just a second. Just tell me if it's better now.
It's better.
Yes, better.
So my scores are very different, and there is a chance that it is subjective to each and every person standing here, that it is different for all of you, how you interpret the speeches and everything. I'll be announcing the results, and at a position there is a contradiction. Like at the second runner-up position, there are two people standing at the same time. So it's Kashvi and Bhuvanya at the second runner-up, then Jayant as the first runner-up, and Pranad as the third. That those are the scores that are provided by me, though there is a very different aspect in all the parameters that I have marked you on. You can cross question each other now. They'll not be marked for surely, but I would love to hear that. And any questions that
And
you like, how much have you scored in those speeches or questions or answers? I'll answer all of that. I'll just stop the recording and share a Google Meet link because that's more convenient, I think, because it would not end in like 40 minutes. Are you all good with it?
I won't be there. I have another work to do.
can we just have the rest of the work in this meet only?
It
You
will
just stop the
end.
recording.
It will end in 2. I do not have the premium of Zoom. That's the reason.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
my question is just a minute or so to answer for Pranad.
Okay. Yeah. Speak up.
Okay,
How can a
Mr.
question
Pranad.
be a minute long?
Okay. Calm down, Pranad.
Because
Jayant,
My
speak up.
question is
it
a
can
minute long and you have to answer it
Okay. Okay.
because you are
Jayant, speak.
first here, okay? Okay, you quoted WHO and CBSC.
The meeting would end
C-
before his question.
Okay.
Never
Calm
mind.
CBSC
down,
Yes,
had
continue,
Pranad.
mandated
continue.
interrupt.
Sorry.
You just don't
extracurricular load
interrupt.
before
Let him ask
boards,
the
and I
question.
completely agree. But tell me honestly, is a farewell, which happens 1 in 14 years of school life, even remotely comparable to weekly club meetings, competitions, or rehearsal? And if farewells are so dangerously distracting, then why do hundreds of top ranked schools across India, including those with consistent 95% board results of whole of the class, still conduct farewells before exams every single year? Are they all academically irresponsible? Or are you selectively weaponizing policy without understanding the context? Or are the school's heads someone who is having wrecked mind or something?
Okay. Pranad,
Nice chat GPT question.
if you want to
It
answer,
will.
you can.
You
If you
also
don't
answer.
want to, that's
I
fine.
just don't
You
want to
also
answer.
answer for
I just want
ChatGPT.
the debate. I don't care. I don't care
No,
what are you asking.
Okay.
Just answer it.
The reason is you scored well
What?
in the speech and the question that you asked. The answer that you provided to the question that was
I know,
asked to
I
you was
know.
not good.
I was not prepared for the question and answer.
because
Yeah.
I
because
just answered the
because
speeches.
he can. The answer was on the spot, and the question and the speech. It can be AI generated, so that was
I do get
perfect.
the point, but
Yes.
then at the same time, a debate
Yes.
is a debate. He did score marks out there. One of the things that I noted that Kashvi was under time and Jayant was overtime. So both of you lost marks there.